That doesn't look like a Scania to me. Well, of course it's not a Scania. It's a bunch of 3D printed parts that I got from my friend Paul, who goes to the Leicestershire RC Truck Club. I was rather impressed with it. So what is it? It is a sight generator, and it comes in component form that we just glue together, you know, and that is the base, etc., and these are the fronts, the sides, etc. What does it look like? Because I've got one here in raw form. That's what it looks like, and that looks rather impressive. I've not glued the lid on because that one's not mine. Yeah, quite impressed with that. It does have opening doors. There's a detail. Has a little chimney on top. But yeah, very impressed with that and the detailing. I bought 3 from Paul. This is 1, this is 2, and the one I've done for myself has had a little bit of work done on it. Lots of work done on it. And there it is. I've not been a fan of 3D print because when you look at it, you see the 3D lines. So I spent quite a bit of time smoothing it out. I don't know if I can get the light to, yeah, it's not perfect, but yeah, I got the lines out of it. Just lots of sanding, lots of filing. Primed it with white plastic primer and then high gloss and a bit of Ford Panther black on the bottom, and cricket these decals here, and the smaller ones, they were water slide decal paper. I've got a 3S lipo in there because I will be using this as a power source. Printed the little chassis number and everything, but the pièce de résistance is, I've actually done the inside as well, which is rather nice. Switchboard in that side, engine in that side, and I think that just adds that little bit of detail. All in all, I'm not going to tell you how much I paid Paul for these, because these are just basic static models of the generator that just glued together as like a load or detailing for your yard. I'm going to use mine as a power source for a yard that I'm going to build for my own trucks, which is why it's got a 3S lipo in there, and there's a bit of extra detail because, let me just get you up here, I've actually, this is just a lid that just either glues or just sits on there. So I've done my exhaust as like a catch, so if I twist it, I can then lift that off, and that is my catch that I've just fashioned out of bits of plastic card, and in there is a 5300 3-cell 65C lipo. But yeah, that looks pretty good, and I'm well impressed with that. Like I say, I shall possibly leave a link to Paul's Facebook page. If you want one, send him a message and he'll sort you one out. I'm sure he will. But like I say, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for them, because personally I think just the basic raw site generator cabinet is worth more. I think he's undervalued it, because that is quite a lot of 3D printed material. So very impressed with that. Very impressed with how I've managed to get that in there at the same time. See how that works? That's just as simple as that, just a 3D effect. The model number is taken from a real machine that I did a Google search on. So that's what you can do, guys, with, you know, 5 or 6 hours at your workbench. There's the catch. And that just hooks in there and locks in. That, I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. So it's not a Scania, but the Range Rover is going to be a DVSA motorway patrol car. And they're very popular at the meet. And there's the Scania. Spent quite a bit on that. Herbie RC paints. It's done with a cab. Expensive paint job because it's perfect airbrush. The base system, the alloy wheels, the light bar. I've spent £2 on it and it's still in the box, so I will be getting on with that. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll crack on with that thing. I'll speak to you all later. Brilliant.